Good day, guys. Welcome back to the channel. So today we'll be talking about structural liquidity. As a trader, you need to understand structural liquidity. It's very, very important because we all know liquidity is what fuels the market. So you need to understand what structural liquidity means. And we smart money concept trader, before you take a trade, we take our trade on demand, supply, order block, and other names people call it. As a smart money concept trader, once you come on your charts, you do your analysis. First of all, let's talk about liquidity first. I need you to understand that liquidity is what fuels the market. Liquidity is actually where traders put buy stop loss, buy take profits, where their buy setup or sell setup are standing by, right? So where can we discover this liquidity? Liquidity can be discovered at the top or the bottom of the chart. You can discover liquidity everywhere. Like, okay, let's take a look at this sketch here. This sketch I just drew here. Let's take a look at this sketch here. So where can you find liquidity here? There's a liquidity at the top here, and there's liquidity at the bottom down here, below here. So as a smart money concept trader, once you see price creating this kind of pattern, what you are waiting for, you are waiting for price to clear this liquidity first. Before you are not just jumping because price is moving in between. So this is a consolidation market. This is a consolidation. So you don't want to be trading this. As a smart trader, you are waiting for breakout. You are waiting for price to break this moving in between this line. You are waiting for price to break in between and clear this liquidity sitting below here before moving up. If price should sweep this liquidity to the upside, that means you need to pay attention to the candlestick and you'll be selling to the downside. But at this structure now, price actually cleared the liquidity to the downside and is moving up. So this is what you are looking at. We are looking for clear of liquidity. There are two things. We have two types of liquidity. You have liquidity and liquidity sweep. So this is liquidity sweep here on this chart now. There's a liquidity here, and this chart now sweep liquidity to the downside before buying. Imagine as a trader, you see something like this, then you now started buying from below here and then putting your take profit up here, and then selling from top here, then taking your profits from down here. This is where a lot of traders will be trading this pattern, right? But you as a smart trader, you don't want to join them and be taking this kind of trade because it's risky. Market can break this zone anytime and take you out. So you as a trader, as a patient trader and a smart trader, you want to pay attention and see where liquidity sweep happen. In this scenario now, you can see liquidity sweep happen to the downside. Price clear this liquidity below here and then move up. Trust me, if you'll be able to understand how liquidity work, you will stop being the liquidity. You will understand how liquidity work. You will stop being the liquidity yourself. Because imagine people that are buying from this level here, they are putting their SA basically here, around here, and you see price will come and take them out and then move. You see this massive move. Once price clear liquidity, sweep liquidity, the massive move will be very, very, very fast, volatile. It will move very fast. Okay, see this sketch here again. So this is a downtrend. You can call this a falling wedge, right? This is a rising wedge, and this is a falling wedge. You can see price was coming down to the downside, and suddenly it started creating this consolidation pattern here. This equal No, you cannot even call this one equal low or equal high. Price got exhausted here and we're just moving in between. It's not going up, it's not coming down, it's just moving in between. So as a smart trader, you don't want to be trading this. You don't want to join people that are trading, that are selling from the top here and taking their profit here. You want to wait patiently, because you already know that the liquidity is sitting here, the liquidity is sitting below here. So what you want to watch and see, you want to wait for this liquidity to be clear. This can actually happen with a body candle or a wick candle. Sometimes you just see one candle will just throw up here. It can actually leave you with a wick. Sometimes it will sweep with a body, but it mostly sweep with a wick. You just see a price will sweep as a wick. As it's sweeping, check around here. Do you have any supply level here where price will tap into, then will give you this massive? You don't want to be selling from this movement. So this is where liquidity is sitting, and this is where liquidity is sitting as well. I don't know if you guys are understanding. So okay, let me show you another thing on this chart. So this is uptrend market, right? Uptrend market, which means you are expecting to be buying to the lower low and selling to the higher high, right? You are buying to the lower low and taking your profit to the higher high, to the lower low, taking your profit to the higher high. But this higher high now, imagine this whole thing now did not play out, and you see price come up here, it shifts here, and then you are looking for your buy here. No, now price will start moving a bit and then will come back and take you out. Okay, you say, okay, let me enter here again, but you not actually understand liquidity. All this whole thing happening here, this low and this low, these are engineer liquidity. This is what we call engineer liquidity. So you now, once you are seeing this thing, this is what is giving you confidence to balance your entry here at this level. You are not taking any trade here because these are engineer liquidity. Market is trying to like manipulate you into taking a trade, taking a buy here, taking a buy here. Imagine taking this level as a liquidity, then taking a buy here, and then price will move a bit and come back and take you out before seeing this massive move, right? So you want to understand how liquidity. This is a sweep. You want to see how clean the sweep happen, right? And then they tap into our order block, and then you see how massive this movement happen, right? And the same thing happened to the second one. Price came down to this level, give us a lower low here. But this lower low now, if we check out this lower low now, there's no liquidity around here. There's no liquidity, and this high now did not break any structure here. This is the one that breaks structure, right? And this is where we take the trade, right? So you're going to pay attention. Is this high break this high? This last higher high, it did not. So you want to pay attention. Price will still come and sweep this one. As price sweep here, you already have your order block sitting here where you are waiting here, because you already understand that okay, this is liquidity sitting here, right? So you are waiting for price to sweep liquidity and tap into your order block, and then you buy. And then this higher high now has been taken out here. So what are you waiting for? You are waiting for price to dump, and then you will have another buy again. This is another buy now. You are not preparing to buy here. You're not preparing to buy because you don't already know that there's the imbalance, there's liquidity sitting here. So if you buy here, price will move small and then take you out and then tap into your main demand, and then it will buy aggressively to the upside. So these are internal liquidity. You want to pay attention. At a chart where you see something like this, if you come on the chart and then you see something like, you see price creating something like this, you see price creating something like this, higher high, higher low, higher high, you see something like this. If you go down, you might see something like this on the higher time frame, but there's structural liquidity happening around here, around here. This other block, once you see price giving you something like this, if you see this movement like this, sorry, if you see something like this, if you see something like this, if you see something like this, you don't already know that, okay, this is liquidity here. This is where my point of interest should be, where I will be taking this trade here, right? So from here now, you can't be thinking of taking this trade here. You can't be thinking of taking this trade here because price tab here. Just because price tab here and is giving you a movement, it might just come down, see that liquidity, and then move up, and then come down again, do something like this. So as a smart trader, you are not taking this, you are not paying attention to this. Your plan is not to take this trade here. Imagine you take a buy here, then you put your SA around here, right? You put your SA here. Sorry. Imagine you buy around here. Yes. No. Then you put your SA around here, right? Hoping price will tab here, then will give you this massive buy, but no. Price will tab here, will give you that intent that it's going to buy, but it will come back, and that is why most traders will say whenever I buy, price will move small, then will come and take you. Where you are taking your trade, you are actually trading liquidity, which is not something you're supposed to be doing. You're not taking your trade here. Price will give you that intent movement that, okay, price is ready to buy you, but it will come back and take you out before giving you that impulse move. Do you understand? Let me also bring a sell example. So on the sell side, you are having something like this. Sorry. Okay, on the sell side, you're having something like this. You're having something like this, right? So you're having a breakout structure to the downside. This is a breakout structure. Another breakout structure. Which means whenever you are having a breakout structure, you are having another block, right? So here now, this is our other block here. You're not going to be putting your sell here. Imagine you put your sell here. What will actually happen is price will tap here. then you put your SL just below. Then you put your SL below. Then your SL is sitting here, right? And price will tap here, will give you this move, and then will go back and tap again and then take you out. Because you understand that this is a liquidity. This is not your order block. You're having an unmitigated order block sitting here waiting for you. You have another one here. Yes. So, as a smart trader, this is where you are targeting. Don't be in a rush to enter a trade. It's better for you to be patient and wait for your setup than to rush inside a trade and then lose money at the end. So here now, you're planning to take your trade here, right? Then your stop loss will be just below here. And see the massive movement. Do you see that? You don't want to pay attention because you don't mark this level as liquidity, right? You don't mark this level as your liquidity where price will sweep. Where price will sweep. You want price to come and sweep this liquidity and then tap into the other block. Then you sell from here. Not this level. Not this level. Those are liquidity. Price is trying to manipulate you into taking a trade. Okay, if I most of traders, they have impatience. They see this movement and they'll be like, okay, if I did not enter this trade now, this trade now might just leave me, because it gives this impulsive move here. You're already thinking that, oh, if I didn't jump into this trade now, my setup, this trade will actually leave me. But it's very, very important for you to wait for your setup down, to just rush into the trade and then lose money at the end. You don't trust me, you don't want to be that trader. You see, price will come back and take you, and I will be like, this trading is hard. Trading is not hard. It's not that hard. You are the one that's not paying attention to the chart. You are the one that's not gotten the right knowledge, right? You want to pay attention to liquidity. It's very, very important. If you don't understand liquidity, trust me, you are going to be the liquidity of the market. Other people will be making money and you will be losing money because you don't understand liquidity. You see, liquidity is very, very powerful in trading, because this is what make market move. Where people set their buy, their sell, and all that. This is where you are planning to enter your trade, not this level. You can see how price came here, tap into this level, but there's no liquidity enough for this price to push to break this low here, right? Then price came back, tap into this same order block, this same demand again, this same supply again, but it did not still move because there's no enough liquidity. It came back, it broke this one. Then this is where a lot of people will be hoping to enter a trade. Then price go back and to clear this liquidity sitting here, then tap into the main level and give you that impulsive move. So this is what you want to pay attention to, right? This is what you want to pay attention to. You don't want to pay attention to this. This whole thing is internal liquidity. This whole thing is internal liquidity. This is where you'll be taking your trade. This is it. And you see something like this. You see price giving you something like this. This is still the same thing. This this is still the same thing. Do you understand? This is still the same thing. This is liquidity sitting here. So you want to mark this liquidity so you won't be confused. This is my liquidity. As me, for me now, me personally, if I come on charts and if I didn't see liquidity, if my setup, all my conferences will show, but I did not see liquidity to take that trade, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I see all the conferences, but as far as I didn't see liquidity there where price will clear and tap into my level, I'm not taking that trade. I'm not taking that trade. I can get all my conferences. One of my number one conferences is liquidity. Then unmitigated order block. Right? You see it. You're not taking your trade here. You're paying attention for liquidity. You want price to come and sweep. At a situation where you see price giving you something, for me, okay, now if I come on chart and I see price giving something like this, doing something like this, doing something like this, doing something like this, doing something like this, my drawing, doing something like this, trust me, I'm not going to trade anything here. I'm not going to be trading from here. I'm not going to be marking this list level as my order block. I'm not going to be marking this level as an order block or support. I'm not doing that, because I know that this is liquidity and there's a liquidity up here. Because as you can see, this is the high that broke this. This is the high. This was the last high, right? Then this low will now break this high to the upside. This low now break this high to the upside. And if you check something now, you did not see any break of structure to the upside here, right? Market just give you equal low here. So there's no way you'll be taking your buy here again, because you don't have a break of structure. It's only when you have a break of structure that you'll be looking for an order block. So in this kind of chart now, what are you going to do in this kind of chart now? Of course, you're not taking your trade here. You're not taking a buy here, because you are trading liquidity. This is liquidity sitting here. You're not trading this. This is where you should pay attention to. Just know that price, it doesn't matter if price come back, if price creates this thing here, and then start moving like this. Don't jump because price is moving. Price will come back. Price must come back. It must not be immediately, but price will definitely come back to sweep that liquidity. Price will come back, sweep this liquidity sitting here, and then come and clear this one sitting up here. I don't know whether you guys are following. Imagine you have this kind of thing. You are not saying, okay, price is now this market now break this structure here. Then since price did not give me any lower low, I'll be taking my trade here. This is not your support. This is liquidity. This is not your support. This is not your order block either. This is liquidity resting here. So you are waiting for price to come and you just mark your order block. That is why we see most traders, they will wait for their setup like 2 days or 1 week before the setup will play out, because they stay organized. You don't want to be jumping into any trade because you want to be trading every day. You just mark. Imagine you just mark this level here. You see a break of structure, right? As a smart money trader, you see a break of structure to the upside. then you mark your order block here. You are waiting. Price that day price did not come back to this level. Does that mean this level is invalid? No, this level is still valid, and trust me, it might not happen that day, but sometimes it might even happen like a week. Price might not even come to this level for a week, but trust me, price will definitely come back here to clear this liquidity here. Sometimes you mark this thing, and until that day you will not see price come back here, and because you mark you have your setup, you are waiting to enter a trade, and you are just rushing that, I did not trade today, let me just rush and take a small buy here. And you see, probably it might just be the same time you enter the trade, and price will decided to clear that liquidity, and price will actually use you as liquidity. Price will move a bit and then come back and take you out and tab into this level. So you now, between this movement, between this impulsive movement and this liquidity consolidation here, which one is very very volatile, and which one give you a better risk to reward ratio? Of course this one. So imagine you catch this move. Imagine you catch this move in a week with a good lot size. I'm not saying you should be over you should be like using big lot size. Of course you should use your risk management very well. Very very important. You need to apply risk management no matter how good your setup is. But we're not talking about risk management today. We just want to understand liquidity. Price come and clear this liquidity sitting here, which you have a breakout structure here, right? You have a breakout structure here. So price will still come back, giving you all this level, all this internal liquidity. You are not paying attention to it. You are not paying attention to it, right? This is what you are paying attention to. You need to understand. Trust me, if you understand how liquidity will work, like if you understand how liquidity will work, trust me, you will solve 80% of your problem on trading. So on this chart now, after price clear this liquidity, you are waiting for another low to come and break this higher high, right? And price will come down and start engineering liquidity. Try to engineer liquidity to confuse other traders to jump into a buy here, which it will move a bit and come back and take them out. But you now, you don't already understand trade. You don't already understand how liquidity. Once price starts giving you this internal structure, you don't already know that, oh, this is liquidity. And this is what you actually give that confidence to trade this level, to have your demand here. Once you're having this structure now, price is giving you high probability to take this trade here. Sorry guys, I went to check something. Price is giving, once you see this liquidity now, you have that confidence that, okay, my level, this my demand level is going to hold, because you have a liquidity sitting here. So you won't be paying attention to this at all. You won't be paying attention to this. You are not taking your trade here. This is your liquidity. And price will come and clear that liquidity, tap into your zone to come and take this high. I don't know why. I don't know whether you guys are following. So this is just it. Trust me, if you understand how liquidity works, you have solved 80% of your problem on the chart. Some of you, prices, you just go on the chart and you are just the liquidity of the market. You fund your account with a little money, then you go on the chart to trade, and then you are price is just using you. You are taking your trade on liquidity. You take a trade, price will move into your direction a bit, come back, and then take you out and still move to your direction. You'll be like, this is my village people. It's not your village people. It's because you don't understand what structural liquidity means. It's because you don't understand what. Let's go on charts, on live charts now. On live charts. Okay, this is my setup now. I have on USD. I have on US oil. So this is my live chart. This is my setup basically. So this setup now, as you can see this level, as you can see here, see liquidity, see engineer liquidity here at this level. Are you seeing it? I mark this one here. But this level here, they are all liquidity. And you see, as price come and tap into this zone, clear this liquidity here, tap into this zone. Do you see how massive it buys? It buys aggressively, right? And here now I'm having a sales setup up here. Where is my liquidity? This is my liquidity. You can see how I mark it. This is my liquidity, and this is my supply level. In case this one did not hold, this is the second one. This first one now will become liquidity. Let's move back again. I'm looking for more example. Okay, pay attention here. Okay, look at this chart here now. Pay attention to this chart here now. Price was coming to the downside, right? Price was coming to the downside here. And then this was the last break of struggle to the downside. And then price move up. Then we have this demand here. We have this level here. We have this level here. We have this one as liquidity. Do you still have massive? Imagine this kind of thing now. Are you going to be taking your trade here? Are you marking this level now to take your buy here? No, because you are seeing liquidity here. You are seeing liquidity here. So there's no way you'll be using this low, this internal structure now to take your buy here. Price will take you out. You see price tab here, and then you see the massive buy from here. I don't know whether you see that. On the sell again, see that supply. Sorry, let me mark it very well. Okay, see this one now. This was a supply, right? price cleared this liquidity to tap into, but the reason why this market did not sell very well is because price was actually price give us a change of character here. This was the last break of structure here. The last break of structure occurred around here, the downside, right? And then change of character happened here. So from here to here, we were in the uptrend market. This becomes our low, our low. So for this price to continue being in the downtrend, price has to take this low out. But as you can see, this low come, it do not take it out. That means you are still in the bullish. You are still in the bullish trend. So you won't be taking this level here as your sell because we are in the bullish now. This was the last break of structure to the downside, and then we got a change of character here. This become our last lower low, and this become our last higher high. So you won't be taking your trade here. This is where we have a break of structure again here from this level. And as you can see, we have this is the level that breaks structure, right? This one, this is the low that break this structure here. And you see as price tap into this other block, you see how massive it went up. So this is it. You want to pay attention to liquidity. Pay attention to liquidity. You will solve 100% of your problem. 80%, I mean. Stop being the liquidity in the market. You see what other people are making money and you are just losing and saying forex is not for me. It's because you don't understand basic things, basic knowledge about trading. So I just hope this teaching is enough for you to understand what liquidity actually means in the market, right? In a level when you have something like this, you don't know that okay, this is liquidity sitting up here and it's sitting below here, and you have something like this. So what you are waiting for a sweep. So this is the sweep. Now see how massive it moves, right? If we still go on another this thing now, I'll still show you example. This is volatility. Okay, see the setup now. I'm having the setup too. This is GBP JPY. This whole level, this whole thing happening here, this is my liquidity. So I'm waiting for price to tap here and then it will dump, because this was the last break also to the upside, and then change of character here. So we are in the downtrend presently, right? So I'm waiting for price to why am I not thinking of taking a sell here? Because I understand that this is my liquidity where price will break, will sweep and tap into the main demand zone, supply zone. I'm looking for another example to show you guys something. Okay, look at this chart now. We're actually on the uptrend, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So we are actually in the uptrend, right? Bullish. We are bullish, right? So we have this we have breakout structure here. Breakout structure here. Where is our other block? Where is the level that caused that breakout structure? This one, right? So since we have a lot of candle here, we'll be marking this zone. And this, where is our liquidity? See our liquidity here. Imagine you have this breakout structure and you are thinking, okay, let me take this let me mark this level here. Let me mark this level here from where I will enter my buy. You see, because you don't have liquidity here, price will not give you liquidity here for you to buy this market here. Actually, where you are taking this trade here is actually on liquidity. So as you can see, price tap here, price first tap here, it move up a bit, but as you can see, it did not go anywhere. It came back again, it tap here, it move up a bit, and it came back, and then it take you out. It break this zone, this demand, it break it to tap into the main order block with liquidity. This becomes our liquidity. Let's mark it out. This becomes our liquidity, right? And this becomes our demand zone. I will see our price as price tab here. You see this massive buy. Do you see that? Did you see this massive buy that happened here? Okay, let me show you another example. Okay, see this. See from here to here now. You understand that from here to here now we are in the downtrend, in the bearish trend, right? We are getting series of lower high, higher low. You are getting series of lower high, higher low, 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 lower high, higher low. So now, as you are getting that, you're also having a breakout structure. This is a breakout structure, and this is another breakout structure. So, and we have another breakout structure. We have another breakout structure here in between. So this breakout structure now, where do we have this thing? This breakout structure now, where is the other block that caused this break here? This is the other block. This candle here. Let's highlight it. Let's highlight it very well. So that is the candle, right? That caused the breakout structure. Then we mark the candle out. Right? Where is our liquidity? Do we have a liquidity here? Yes. This is our liquidity. Where price sweep and then tap into it. Yeah, do you understand? So price sweep this liquidity and then tap it, and then you see this massive. We have another breakout structure to the downside. Here again. Imagine from here now. You are planning, okay, you are marking this level as where you will take your trade here. As where you will take your trade. Do you have a liquidity here? You don't have a liquidity here. You see a price tab into give you some structural movement inside and then break it and then tab into the main zone. So you need to understand how this thing works and stop trading liquidity. See, okay, see this breakout structure to the downside again. Which other block caused this breakout structure? Obviously this one, right? Obviously that one. Do we have a liquidity there? Of course we have a liquidity here. Price sweep this liquidity and then tap into it, and then you see a dump. I don't know whether you guys are following. So this is basically how to follow liquidity. This is basically how to understand liquidity. This is, let's come back to the sketch. So I just hope this video is helpful. If Please, if you find this video a bit helpful, please give me a subscribe and a like, please. And let me know what you want me to be talking about in the comment section. You want me to still talk about structure, anything you want me to talk about at all, drop a comment and help me subscribe and give me a like. Thanks. Thank you everyone. We will see you